Do you know why so many people start fading fast after turning 75? It's not just about age, it's about 5 specific things that quietly rob their strength, health, and will to live. Most seniors don't even realize it's happening until it's too late. In today's video, we'll uncover the 5 biggest reasons most older people can't live long after 75, and more importantly, what you can do right now to avoid falling into the same trap. These reasons aren't about luck or genetics. They're about choices, habits, and the way you see yourself in your later years. If you stay with me until the end, you'll not only understand what shortens life after 75, but also discover the simple shifts that can help you stay sharp, energetic, and alive well into your 80s and beyond. Because the truth is, living long isn't just about surviving. It's about staying vibrant enough to keep enjoying the life you've built. So if you've ever wondered why some people slow down dramatically after 75, while others remain full of life, this video is for you. Let's get started. Number 1, loss of daily purpose. One of the biggest reasons most people begin to fade after 75 isn't illness, it's the loss of purpose. When your days no longer have a clear reason to begin, your body and mind slowly start shutting down. Purpose is the fuel that keeps the heart beating strong and the brain alert. For decades, many people define themselves by their jobs, families, or responsibilities. But after retirement and when children move away, that sense of identity starts to disappear. You wake up, make breakfast, maybe turn on the TV, and the day passes quietly. At first, it feels peaceful. But after a few months or years, the mind begins to ask, what am I here for? That question, when unanswered, leads to fatigue, low motivation, and even early decline. Research on aging consistently shows that people with a sense of purpose, whether it's volunteering, mentoring, or pursuing a hobby, live longer and recover faster from illness. It's not just emotional, it's biological. Purpose keeps your nervous system active, strengthens your immune response, and even improves memory retention. Think about someone you've known in their 80s who still moves with energy. Chances are they have something they look forward to every day. Maybe it's tending to their garden, writing a memoir, helping neighbors, or simply cooking a meal they love. These small acts create rhythm, and rhythm is what keeps life moving forward. But when that rhythm is lost, time begins to blur. Without structure, the brain loses its sharpness, appetite declines, and physical strength fades. That's why many people seem to age 10 years in just one when they stop having a reason to get up in the morning. The solution isn't to fill your calendar, it's to fill your heart. Find something that reminds you that you still matter, that your experience and wisdom have meaning. Whether it's teaching a child to read, joining a local club, or simply keeping a journal of your reflections, purpose transforms each day from something to endure into something to embrace. After 75, what sustains you isn't the years you've lived. It's the meaning you attach to the years you still have. Purpose is the quiet medicine of longevity. Number 2, decline in muscle strength and movement. Another major reason many people don't live long after 75 is the gradual loss of physical strength. Most seniors think slowing down is just a natural part of aging. But the truth is, movement is the single strongest predictor of longevity. And once it disappears, decline follows fast. When your muscles weaken, everything else begins to follow. The heart works harder to pump blood. Your balance becomes unstable, and daily tasks that once felt easy, like climbing stairs, getting out of bed, or carrying groceries, start to feel like uphill battles. This is when the body quietly begins to surrender. Many older adults believe they're saving their energy by avoiding activity, but the opposite happens. Muscles that aren't used shrink. Bones that aren't loaded lose density. The less you move, the less you can move. And that's how independence slips away without warning. Studies show that people over 70 who maintain leg and core strength live, on average, several years longer than those who do not. That's because the legs act as a second heart, pushing blood back up through the body. When the legs weaken, circulation declines, and so does oxygen supply to vital organs. Over time, this contributes to fatigue, poor sleep, and even cognitive decline. But here's the good news, even after 75, muscle loss can be reversed. Simple, steady movement, like squats from a chair, light resistance training, or regular walks, stimulates muscle fibers to rebuild. It doesn't require a gym or heavy weights, just consistency and intention. The key is not how much you do, but how regularly you do it. A few minutes of gentle stretching each morning, walking around the house during phone calls, or lifting light objects throughout the day can all help reactivate the body. The goal is to keep the blood flowing, the joints flexible, and the muscles engaged. If you've ever met someone in their 80s who still stands tall, they're not lucky, they're consistent. They move a little every day. They understand that motion is medicine. Losing strength is not a symptom of age, it's a symptom of inactivity. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 3, emotional isolation and shrinking social circles. One of the most underestimated reasons people decline rapidly after 75 is emotional isolation. Loneliness doesn't just affect the mind, it slowly wears down the body. In fact, research shows that chronic loneliness can be as harmful as smoking or obesity when it comes to long-term health. When you stop engaging with others, your nervous system begins to shift into survival mode. Stress hormones rise, inflammation increases, and your immune response weakens. That's why people who spend too much time alone often feel more tired, more anxious, and even physically colder. The body senses the absence of connection as a kind of silent emergency. Many older adults lose friends over time through distance, illness, or death. Others pull away because they feel like a burden or think, people are too busy for me. But the truth is, isolation doesn't protect you, it speeds up decline. The brain thrives on conversation, laughter, and shared memories. These moments release serotonin and oxytocin, hormones that lower blood pressure and boost your sense of calm. When social ties fade, so does cognitive sharpness. Studies show that seniors who maintain strong social connections have a 70% lower risk of dementia and depression. It's not just about talking, it's about being seen, being heard, and feeling that you still belong somewhere. Even a few minutes of genuine human interaction a day, whether it's chatting with a neighbor, calling an old friend, or joining a senior class, can change everything. It gives you something to look forward to, keeps your emotional rhythms alive, and helps your body regulate itself naturally. If you've ever noticed that you feel instantly lighter after a simple conversation, that's not coincidence, it's chemistry. Humans are wired for connection, and that wiring doesn't disappear with age. If anything, it becomes more essential. So if you want to stay alive longer, really alive, not just existing, don't wait for people to reach out. Be the one who calls first. Invite someone over for tea. Every connection you keep alive adds not just joy to your days, but years to your life. Number 4, poor sleep and disrupted recovery. Sleep might seem like a small thing, but after 75, it becomes one of the most powerful predictors of how long you live and how well you live. Many seniors underestimate how much poor sleep damages their body because the effects creep in quietly. You don't notice it at first, but over time, bad sleep steals energy, weakens the immune system, and speeds up aging from the inside out. When you sleep, your body performs its most essential repairs. Cells regenerate, toxins flush out of the brain, and your heart rate and blood pressure reset. But when sleep becomes shallow or irregular, this process breaks down. The result is constant fatigue, slower healing, and a brain that struggles to stay focused or motivated. Many older adults accept poor sleep as just part of getting old, but it's not. Most of the time, it comes from things that can be changed. Too much daytime, napping, caffeine late in the day, medications taken at night, or even anxiety that builds before bedtime. Some seniors keep the TV on for comfort, but that light suppresses melatonin, the very hormone that helps you fall asleep deeply. The link between poor sleep and early decline is undeniable. Studies show that people over 70 who sleep fewer than 6 hours a night are twice as likely to develop heart disease, cognitive impairment, and depression. But it's not just about the hours, it's about the quality. Fragmented sleep disrupts the body's rhythm and increases inflammation, which accelerates everything from arthritis to memory loss. Good sleep hygiene can literally add years to your life. Keeping a consistent bedtime, dimming the lights an hour before sleep, and maintaining a slightly cooler room temperature can transform your rest. Avoid heavy meals late at night and limit alcohol. It may make you drowsy, but it robs you of deep sleep. Gentle stretching, light reading, or listening to soft music before bed helps calm the nervous system and prepares your body to restore itself fully. One of the most powerful yet overlooked practices is exposure to morning sunlight. Just 10 to 15 minutes of natural light after waking helps reset your internal clock, signaling to your body when to be alert and when to wind down later. It's a simple, natural cue that most people miss after retirement. The truth is, Every night of deep rest is like adding another brick to the foundation of your longevity. Skipping it weakens the structure day by day. Rest isn't a luxury, it's the quiet healer that keeps you alive longer, sharper, and calmer. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 5, ignoring small health signals. The final and perhaps most dangerous reason many people don't live long after 75 is that they start ignoring the small signs their body gives them. Little changes like occasional dizziness, shortness of breath, swelling in the ankles, or constant fatigue are often brushed aside as just old age. But these subtle signals are the body's way of warning you before something serious happens. When we're younger, the body can bounce back from neglect. But after 75, even minor problems can quickly spiral if left unattended. A small infection can turn into pneumonia. A skipped meal can lead to muscle loss. A few nights of poor sleep can affect your blood pressure or heart rhythm. The body becomes less forgiving, and paying attention becomes your greatest form of protection. Many seniors also avoid visiting doctors because they fear bad news or dislike medications. But avoiding checkups doesn't stop illness, it only hides it until it's too late. The reality is, early detection is what saves lives. Simple routine checks like blood pressure monitoring, blood sugar tests, or heart rhythm scans can catch problems while they're still reversible. Ignoring these things doesn't make you strong. It puts your independence at risk. Many people who fall ill suddenly at 76 or 77 could have prevented it if they had acted earlier. That's why self-awareness is as important as exercise and diet. Listening to your body doesn't mean worrying constantly. It means respecting its limits and learning its signals. For instance, if you find yourself losing balance more often, that might not just be clumsiness, it could signal nerve or inner ear changes. If your appetite drops, it might not be disinterest. It could point to underlying inflammation or depression. The key is not to guess, but to stay informed and proactive. At this stage in life, prevention is far more powerful than cure. You've spent decades building a life worth living. Don't let neglect undo it. Caring for yourself isn't selfish. It's an act of gratitude toward the years you've been given. If you start treating every small sign as a gentle reminder instead of an annoyance, you give your body the attention it needs to keep carrying you forward. Because the truth is, most people don't die from age. They die from neglect. Longevity begins the moment you decide your life is still worth protecting. Final thoughts. Longevity isn't something that happens by chance. It's built through the quiet choices you make every day after 70. The truth is, most people don't pass away from a single cause. They fade because of small habits that drain their vitality over time. Losing purpose, neglecting movement, isolating emotionally, sleeping poorly, and ignoring the body's warnings. These 5 reasons don't just shorten life, they shrink the quality of it. But here's the part most people forget: every one of those reasons can be changed. You can reignite your purpose by doing something that matters to you, no matter how small. You can rebuild your strength with gentle, consistent movement. You can reconnect with others, even if it starts with one phone call or one shared cup of coffee. You can restore your sleep with care and patience, and you can honor your body by listening to it instead of brushing it aside. After 75, your body doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be nurtured. Your mind doesn't have to be sharp all the time, it just needs to be curious. And your life doesn't have to be loud or busy to be meaningful, it just has to be alive with intention. If you take care of these 5 things, you'll discover that age can still be a season of growth, peace, and strength. Because the goal isn't just to live long, it's to stay present, grateful, and fully alive until your very last day. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.